Aloha, everyone. This is Leimomi Keliikuli, to the Soul Alignment Mindset Coach here, and I'm here for my LeimomiTV Client Impact interview series. So I'm interviewing some of my clients who just got their soul alignment blueprints, and they're sharing about how that has changed their lives. And so I'm here with Lisa Garcia, and she will tell. Why don't you introduce yourself and tell us more about what your sacred work is, and how do you help people?
Sure. Hi. Thank you for having me here. My name is Lisa Garcia, and my work in the past, I really focused on Feng Shui and helping people to align, their environments and their offices. And just in the last year or so, I started focusing on astrology and numerology again. And I think it was all, me getting closer to being in alignment with my soul purpose was the reason that I went back to that, because especially numerology is really my gift, I think. And when I found you and I discovered more about my soul purpose through your blueprint, which I'm so glad that I did. This was only a month ago, maybe 6 weeks ago, barely. I just felt like everything, as soon as I got my blueprint, everything just started like lining up like so nicely. You showed me that I'm a power soul, and that made so much sense to me when I read that, because I had been focusing kind of on relationships and love, and you showed me that that's not really my gift. That's more of my challenge. And so by focusing on that, that's why things weren't really coming together. But then when I shifted into focusing on power and purpose, everything just started coming together. And it was so funny. I mean, not funny really, but just so interesting to me. I had been writing down probably for the last year and a half, all these on Post-its. I kept writing power and purpose and prosperity. And I realized, oh my God, that's the name of my program. And it all came together when I got my blueprint that, that's what I needed to align to, was being a power soul. And that's my purpose, is to help people step into their power, discover your purpose, and create a life of prosperity. So I immediately started offering my mastermind, which is called Power, Purpose, and Prosperity 2018. And I had people going just yeah, I want to be part of that. Even just yesterday, I had, and it's interesting too, because I've been marketing it to women, but I've had men stepping up. Yesterday, I just had a man sign up for the program. I'm like, okay, sure. He just messaged me and said, I'm ready to discover my purpose and step into my power. And I went, okay, right on. That is so awesome for him to just step up and say that. So I think he's going to be the only man right now in the group. There's otherwise there's just women, but it's going to be really, really awesome. We're starting next week. I'm going to do it with a weekly call on Zoom, and we're going to focus on, discovering your purpose through numerology and astrology, and really empowering yourself to step into your power, and also, creating prosperity. I think that is another kind of a deeper level of my soul blueprint, is helping people really break free of the ideas that they have about, oh, you have to work hard, and you have to, struggle, and you have to, miss out on, time with your kids to have abundance and prosperity. So we're going to really focus on that too. So it's all really exciting and so cool. And I'm just so glad that I discovered you.
Yeah, that's amazing how when you just stepped into your superpower, just everything shifted 360, right? It wasn't oh, let's see what happens. It was immediately you got more people that were attracted to you. You got more abundance that flowed to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Money,
Yes.
people, opportunities started flowing. And because you were just doing what was not aligned to your type of soul, which was more of that love energy. And then when we found out that that's not the one that you're supposed to be aligning to, and it's actually creating a lot of chaos, right, in your relationships and other parts of your life. And so when you actually was able to see, oh my God, just switch that energy and actually provide the real energy of what my soul is, and then it's the struggle was gone, right? What were you experiencing or struggling with before you got the blueprints? What kind of things are happening?
Just struggling with, people not really understanding what I was trying to do, or people would say, "Oh, I'm interested," but then, they would not, sign up, or they would say, "Oh, that's too much money." Or, I mean, truthfully, I'm still experiencing a little bit of that, and I think it's because I still haven't stepped fully into, my full purpose. I'm still, this is my big, kind of, I don't know if I should call it a challenge or what right now, is I'm still working at a full-time job that I'm not in love with whatsoever. But I'm stepping into my power even more in that too. Like, I just had a conversation with my boss that was, I actually said some things that I've been wanting to say for a long time. And he was like, okay. And I wouldn't have said that stuff, 2 months ago. So I'm feeling really like way more powerful myself. And I think that's coming through, and that will come through more and more for me. I think I'm just starting to really step into it. And I know that this whole year for me is about completely stepping into my power. I'm just at the very beginning of it. So yeah, I was experiencing, people not totally resonating with me, people not being willing to sign up or ready to sign up. But it was just a matter of me not being aligned with what my true purpose is. And now I feel like I'm so much more aligned. But again, I feel like I'm just at the beginning, but yet it's been such a huge, like, I jumped over this huge gap. And now I'm going to start climbing up a different mountain. Like, I was trying to climb up another mountain that I wasn't really supposed to be climbing, and now I'm on the right mountain, and I'm like, oh, okay, I still have a ways to go, but now I'm on the right track. Literally.
Yes. That's exactly how it feels like, actually, when you get your blueprints, you just like realize, hey, like, I've got the wrong map. I've been like following the wrong map for such a long time. And then when you receive your blueprints, it's like receiving the right map. The right map that's aligned to your soul, that's like the easiest, that's like the most powerful, that's most empowering, that inspires people to want to follow you in your movement. And you immediately could feel that like access to it just by saying like, yes, this is the way my soul is aligned, and then start taking that action. So now that you have your blueprints, like, how do you use it in your daily life? Like, how has it impacted your life and your business?
Well, I think right now, like I said, it's really impacted the way I'm talking about my mastermind, and it's all about, I think, power. I mean, that's all I talk about is, stepping into your power, discovering your purpose. And that it's so interesting too, because I think I mentioned, two of the things I really use are astrology and numerology, and the words that start with P are power words. Like, they have this like additional kind of vibration that's really powerful. So I think for me, to use those words all the time, and to just be really focused on them every day, has made a huge impact on me, aligning even more vibrationally with my own personal superpower.
Right. Wow, that's cool that it actually starts with a P.
Yeah. P words are really, really powerful.
Yeah, that's what's funny, is that when you start to use your actual, like, I call it your soul marketing power words, the words of exactly what your soul's superpower is all about, then like people start to like really react to you in a better way than they used to, right? Like, they used to be like, oh, I don't know, I shouldn't buy that. And it's actually when you're not aligned to your superpower, that's a byproduct of speaking not from your superpower. This is why people that are not like buying, or they're not attracted to what you're offering at all, because you're not delivering exactly with the energy that they want from you. And then when you do it, just like, wow, everybody gets you. It feels like easier in terms of marketing. It feels easier to be able to talk to exactly what you're offering. And the offerings just kind of shifts and changes. And it seems like you're able to like incorporate the mastermind with what you love doing, right? Which is the astrology and numerology. And I think like when you just shift it into the way that your type of ideal client wants to work with you, which was like in a group setting, right? That's like, that feels like they're being held in a space that helps them to get to their next goals and taking actions. And so just putting it in the right platform, saying exactly what is the energy that you're giving to them makes a huge difference. So what are your like dreams and goals for the next year? Like, what do you see yourself doing more of?
Well, as I mentioned, I want to be able to transition out of my full-time job and to do more. I have always done a different kind of consulting, like grant writing and fundraising. So I'd like to do some more of that so that I can be home-based and have more time to focus on my mastermind and to grow, my online base and to have more group clients. And I'd like to have a few one-on-one clients as well. But I definitely want to increase the time that I'm spending, working on my power, purpose, and prosperity mastermind. And I would love to also be able to study more. I would love to go to your retreat in Maui. I would love to go to, yeah, I really want to do that. I want to go to Malaysia and do some more studying for Feng Shui and, of course, astrology and numerology. I always am studying that. But yeah, definitely this is going to be, I think, a year to travel. My numerology shows a lot of travel, my astrology too. So yeah, it's definitely a time for me to be shifting out of, being in a full-time job and to be more available to what I really want to do.
Yeah, because that's what your soul is about, like creating that freedom, right? Creating the freedom that you want, the lifestyle that you want on your own terms. And I think it's just a matter of like replacing some of that income, right, with your mastermind and being comfortable with that, and then just going ahead first into entrepreneurship, into a new way of living. And for Power Souls, it's very important that you're online based, that you like share your message to a lot more people in group settings. So it will just feel much better than what you're doing right now, right? So you have that freedom to travel and do what you wish. And I'm so excited to hear all your adventures, because it sounds like it's time for you to take that next step.
Yes, it really is. Oh my gosh, I just got a message from somebody saying, "Do you do Feng Shui?" I didn't see the whole thing, but yeah, and I got a message from somebody yesterday who said, "Oh, I have so many people I know who, want to work with you." And I'm like, okay, so this is me opening up to that, possibility of, okay, I don't have to work in a full-time job. I don't have to, and of course that's the, I think the fear, the being in fear that is easy to do. It's easy to say, oh, I have to have this job. I have to have security. I have to whatever. But for me, this whole year is about opening up. And like you just said, freedom is so important to me. And that's why, I've had, since I got divorced almost 3 years ago, I've had a bunch of jobs and I can never stay. I think the longest I've stayed in a job is like a little over a year. And it's because I go crazy. I can't be tied down. I'm just not made for it. I'm just not designed to do it. I'll never be the person that stays in a job for, 10 or 15 years. I just can't. It's just not what I'm supposed to be doing. And I'm finally at the point where, okay, that it's time to embrace that. And it's time to, go with it and not fight it anymore. So I'm not fighting. I'm allowing that. I'm allowing that to, and I know that's how I'm really going to finally create that prosperity that I want too, is by being in my power. And that's how I'm really going to make money, because being in a job is not going to do it for me.
Yeah, that's amazing that now you're like getting more clear about your values and like stepping into it and saying like, no, this is not the way I want to do things. I want it to look like this. And I think that as soon as you really step into that, like a huge growth will happen for you, and you're already seeing it. So can you imagine like when you really step into it, a lot more opportunities will be available because you have more time,
Yes.
just create that space so that you can make the money, so you can travel, so you can do all of the things that you really want to do. So how can people like contact to work with you? Like any last words you want to share with us before we go?
Sure. I don't have a website yet. I'm working on that. But I am pretty active on my Instagram. I post every day. And that's probably the best way to reach me. It's Lisa Feng Shui. So LISAFENGSHUA is my Instagram name. And you can always send me a direct message. I'm also on Facebook, of course, Lisa Garcia. I have a page, but I haven't really been active on my Facebook page per se. But yeah, Instagram, Lisa Feng Shui is the best way to get in touch with me. And then that's another goal, though, like I said, is, really professionalizing my business with an actual website. And, this is the year for me to do this. I've resisted it in the past. I've bought a million, different URLs, and, I've always been, I think, afraid to do that. Well, this is the year when I'm not afraid anymore.
Yeah, go for it. So everyone
Yeah,
reach out to her. She has an amazing, mastermind, and she does Feng Shui and Numerology and Astrology. She all mixes it all up. So I'm really excited. And I got a report from her, my astrology report. So that was really powerful too. So that letting me know what's to come. And so for sure, just getting your own report for the next year or joining the mastermind to get, the things that you want and desire in your life, I think would be really powerful to take that next step. So thank you so much for, spending this time with us and sharing your little testimonial to share about the blueprints, because for sure I was so excited when I got your blueprints. I was like, hey, you're a power soul. You're not all about love at all.
No.
Which was really a big shocker, but it actually was so perfect for you to receive that right now. So thank you, everybody, for listening in. I'll be doing more of these interviews with my clients and sharing about their experiences of how their soul alignment blueprints change their life. And I also have my soul alignment blueprints certification program that's starting very soon. So if you're really wanting to know about your blueprints, to actually even share this with other people, I actually now am certifying people to actually do this on other people instead of just me.
I love it.
So I'll be teaching that. And my Being Alohi Academy is active now. So if you guys are interested, come and reach out to me at www.leimomikeliikuli.com. And on Facebook or Instagram also, you can also reach out to me. And we'll keep in touch. And I hope you guys all have a beautiful day. And thank you so much for listening in. Aloha.
Bye. Thank you.